I'm gonna start this video off with this. Oh my God. Do you hear it? It's running, and it's running so beautifully. Oh my God. Yeah, it's just straight header right now, but yeah, dude. Oh my God. Wait till I explain. I'm gonna explain here in just a second. Oh. Okay, for starters, it is Tuesday. I still have to go back out to work tonight, but I had enough time to come in here and mess with the truck for a little bit. So here's what happened, and I'm gonna have to turn the camera around so I can point and show and do all that kind of stuff with you guys, so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm also gonna be putting some of this on Snapchat. You can follow me, EarthScraper69 on Snapchat, Instagram, all those. You can follow me on all of those as well. So yeah, let's get to this. So I had a problem, and I thought it might have been just the distributor cap, spark plugs, the coil. So what I did was I went ahead and I changed the rotor and the distributor cap, and I changed all the spark plugs out and checked all my wiring to make sure everything was set up right. Okay, well, that's fine. Now, like we said, you know, there's always troubleshooting, always problems putting something back together. Something might not be right. Well, I kept trying to start it, and I was getting no pop, no nothing. Everything was in order. I had spark, and I would put gas in here, and there's nothing would happen. So I went ahead and I popped this off, which is the timing cover. And I noticed right here, this was, which is the tensioner pulley, was loose. This was actually way this was actually way over here, and this was really loose right here. So I ended up having to turn the crank down there. I don't know if I'll be able to get a shot of this. Let me get a flashlight, and I can show you guys down there. Let me wedge that in there real quick. Down there, right there. Okay, you see on the one side, I don't know if I'll be able to even get my finger in here. On the one side, there's a 0 on this side, okay? And then there's another number on the outer side over here. The 0 is the mark, okay? That's top dead center. And you turn your crank, and there's like a scratch mark. A scratch mark right on the top edge of the crank itself, the pulley itself. There's a little scratch mark. Well, for some reason, I don't know why, mine has 2 painted yellow scratch marks, and I was timing it on one. I turned it over, and of course the top wasn't timed right, so that really, you know, nothing was matching up. Which here you can see there is a 2 right there, and then the 1 is right there. Well, right above the 1, there's a little arrow, and I've explained this to you guys before, and that nub right there is what goes to that nub right there. So that's top dead center. So this has to be at number 1, top dead center, with that little triangle arrow, and then down there has to be that way too. Well, this was all off. So I did it with the 1, and then once you get these set to top dead center, then you come over here, pull this off, and make sure your rotor is pointing directly at this. Inside here, there's a piece that spins around. That piece has to be aimed at the number 1 spark plug wire. Well, it wasn't. So this, I had to turn that and put it in. Well, I went to start it, and same thing. It just screwed up. It didn't want to start. And I noticed there was the other mark. So I was like, well, shit, that mark looks even more prominent. It's got more yellow on it. It's a deeper scratch. So I set everything up to that mark, here, there, and there. And I got a little bit of a pop. I put starter fluid, and I don't really like starter fluid, so then I put gas into the top of the carburetor, and I got a blah, 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 blah. So that was like, oh, yes. So I kept trying, and then I even siphoned gas all the way up through my fuel line to make sure gas was coming out of here. I was getting gas to the carburetor. Well, that didn't work. I put it back on there, and it wouldn't start. So let's go over here. This is the old fuel line, and I'm hoping that is not going to screw me up with that music. I hope I'm talking enough. Let me go ahead and shut it off for yeah, so I don't get messed up on that. But anyway, the fuel line, let me walk back in circles. This has all kinds of crack marks, and it had even more crack marks over here, and this is really dry rotted and really stiff, and basically it was not creating a seal. So lucky for me, I keep all kinds of crap. Look, I've got airline hoses, I've got DOT airline, I've got heater hose, I got all kinds of stuff in there, little pieces. So I found me a piece of fuel line, and I was able to put new fuel line on there. And what I did was I siphoned it. I used my my regular siphoning thing to siphon gas. And with the pump, you put it on this side, because this is what pushes out this way and then pulls in. So I put it so that I got enough gas coming through there, slipped it on there, put some gas in the carburetor to get it primed a little bit, and boom, it fired right up. Oh my God, what a mess. And then just by hand and ear, I loosened that bolt there for a little bit of fine tuning to get it to idle up just a hair and make it sound, you know, nice. Of course, yes, I still have to run the exhaust out to the rear. I don't know if it's going to sound much different than that once I get my, you can't see it, but I have an exhaust up there somewhere. So that is the next step, is to get that put together. Whew, man, I'm so excited. I am like so freaking pumped right now. Woo! Okay, so now I got to go back on Snapchat and explain to some people that are waiting over there on Snapchat. I'm going to give them a brief description and let them know that the video is going to be up. This means that once I get the exhaust done, which that's not going to be a problem at all. I've got exhaust pieces laying all over the place. I can just throw something together so I can get it out the door and get it out of my way for in here, so I can start on other things and work on other stuff. But I need to get the title transferred over. I mean the registration from the Chevy transferred over to this truck, and get that going, and then that way I can start driving the mini truck around town and whatnot. It's like not even smoking. I let it run for a little while just now, and it's not smoking at all. There's like new smoke. I mean, basically new engine smoke coming out of it right now, and it's just a beautiful thing. Absolutely, I am beyond words right now. Man, I'm so excited. So anyway, yes, make sure you check and check and check all your connections, all your hoses, all your fittings. And it just, yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but you do that and you're gonna get what you want. I got what I wanted. So I think I'm gonna kick that off with this being the end of this video, because that is just remarkable. You guys are gonna be ecstatic. I know you are. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave a thumbs up for the freaking truck starting. Oh my God, I'm ecstatic. That means that this build can finally start moving forward with other things that need to be done. Okay, that's it. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let's build a mini truck. Yeah.